Has just been arrested for spray painting the wall at the entrance of the Goodman Gallery in Rosebank, Johannesburg. The unidentified man says he is a citizen of this country and his president must be respected. Earlier, 2 men, 1 white and 1 black, were arrested for the alleged defacing of the painting that depicted President Jacob Zuma with his private parts exposed. SABC's Abongile Dumago reports.
Chaos erupted when this unknown man took out his frustration on the white wall, painting the word "rest" in bold black spray paint. He claims President Jacob Zuma's portrait shows disrespect to him as the country's president. Security and police restrained the man from continuing to write on the wall. Sparks were flying as there was an exchange of strong words from the bystanders, some in support of this man. Abongile Dumago, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Meanwhile, the ANC's court challenge over the painting of President Jacob Zuma depicting a set of exposed genitals will be heard by a full bench of the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg on Thursday. The matter was heard briefly today. The court case comes after the ANC applied to the court to try and compel the Goodman Gallery to take down the painting and City Press newspaper to take it off its website. Edwin Tsidi reports.
During the application, the judge was told that Zuma's children will also be joining the case. The judge commented that the matter is of great national importance and granted the electronic media the right to broadcast the proceedings live. The ANC's SAfm3pm.
We are happy with the decision. It is the full bed that will now hear this application of the ANC and President Zuma.
And City Press Fikile Moyo has also welcomed the decision.
I think it is prudent that you have a 3-person bench to deal with this matter.
All the parties are expected to file their papers by tomorrow afternoon. Edwin in City, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Judge John Horn has found that police had trampled on the fair trial rights of the teenage accused in the Eugene Terreblanche murder trial. The judge said that police could have done more to ensure that Patrick Ndlovu was fully aware of the implications of making a confession. The judge is explaining why he decided to throw out Ndlovu's pointing out statement. The statement of the elder accused, Chris Mahlangu, was accepted into evidence and considered by the court. Judgment continues in the Circuit High Court in Ventersdorp, Northwest. Senior court reporter Candice Klein has the details.
The judge could find nothing improper in the procedure followed by officers who took the teenager back to the scene of the crime to explain what happened. But Judge John Horn noted as an area of concern that the teenager's guardian was not present when he made admissions and agreed to do the pointings out. The judge was also concerned that the teenager had been kept up all night with little more than a blanket and nothing to eat. The judge said that Ndlovu must have been exhausted and afraid and was certainly not in a position to grasp the implications of making a confession. As such, the statement is the fruit of the poisonous tree, a violation of Ndlovu's fair trial rights, and could not be admitted into evidence. Candice Klein, SABC News, Ventersdorp.
In other parts of the continent, South African Thabo Siabe, who was arrested by the Sudanese authorities, has arrived at Oliver Tambo International. Siabe, who was arrested 2 weeks ago with 3 others, works for Mechem, which is part of Denel. They were contracted by the United Nations to demine a region in Sudan following the end of the civil war. Former President Thabo Mbeki, who is the AU mediator between Sudan and the recently independent South Sudan, negotiated the 4 captives' release. Mhlatse Gellens reports.
A visibly shaken Thabo Siabe arrived to loud wailing from his family that had traveled all the way from Venda to welcome him. The family members, including his grandmother and aunt, grabbed him, hugged him, and kissed him. It has been a stressful 2 weeks for the family. Siabe grabbed his 2-year-old son, who cried uncontrollably. He says he was treated well while in custody, but he is grateful to be home. Mhlatse Gellens, SABC News, OR Tambo.
Overseas, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, says the global economy is trying to return to growth. However, it has warned that there is a growing risk of becoming trapped in a vicious cycle caused by rising debt. OECD says the main threat is from the crisis in the Eurozone.